Okay guys, welcome back, and this is our rare Kyosho Mini Z unboxings. There's some crazy stuff on that table right now, stuff that's totally unique, one-off, and there's a few more like that, but that Mosler car there, that's not even a Mini Z from what I know. So let's move on. There's a few more that are pretty different. Here's another one. And this is a car that I have. Now, as I say, let's take this little bad boy out. Alrighty. So, this is the Ferrari F40, and it's got custom decals on it, which are pretty cool. I wasn't a massive fan of the F40, but it looks kind of cool with these decals. Not bad. Oh, sorry, come on out the shell. Oh, looks loads better. So don't worry, we'll put it on the display stand, guys. You can have a good look at it. Yep, so that's pretty unique. That is like a one-off kind of decaled out shell. I'll put that in a better place. Right guys, this is something a bit different. I feel like I'm doing a cardinal sin here. I feel like this is blasphemy. Because I'm a Mini Z collector, but I've kind of like drifted over to have a look at X-Mod cars because the wheelbase in some of them is quite similar. And yep, so that's like Honda Civic, nice metallic purple, looks like it. And obviously the Mini Z don't do a version like that. So now I need to figure out how to convert it. There is a slot to put your mount into, and there is a mount that comes with it that should fit on a Mini Z. The back bit is a problem though. So there aren't any of them side clips. I could take that out, put Velcro on it, put Velcro on my car, and do it that way. So stay tuned, but there's a few shells I actually bought, about 5 X-Mod shells, and I'm going to convert them to Mini Zs. If you're disgusted with me right now, I am sorry. If you're a purist, I'm sorry guys, but you know what? I do like to do things a bit differently. I like to look for shells that are different, so yeah. I don't know how I'm going to mount that right now, but I thought I'll show you that, guys, and there's another 4 of them I think that I got, so check them out as well. Anyhow, check out those bad boys on the display stand, get notified, get subscribed, Moset 5734. There's some crazy stuff yet to come. Be ready. Okay guys, so here we've got the Ferrari F40 in red, and this was the first ever road legal production car to go over 200 miles an hour. So a bit of history there guys, and this one is custom decaled out and it's rare, and supposedly this shell is narrower than the normal F40 shells. So yeah. Okay, so this was produced as a Mini Z in 2003, and it is rare, and it has become quite rare actually. This one's definitely really rare, and I believe it's a 98mm wheelbase. So the wheels are the F40 5-spoke silver wheels. I actually like them wheels, especially the rear ones, bit deep dish. So yep, lovely bit of history here guys. The car looks a little bit dated now, but yo, that car will hold its own against supercars even in this day. It was quite lightweight, that car. I think it was under 1000 kg, and obviously power to weight ratio in it guys. And this it was made to compete against the Porsche 959 in the FIA Group B. So let's get some statistics on this little bad boy. So yep, it was 1000 kg, guys, and it was pumping out 478 PS, revving at 7,000 RPMs, and it was doing 0 to 62 miles an hour in 3.8 seconds, which is still healthy even now. While there's a track version that came out, because this was the street legal version that was doing it, the track version managed to clock 0 to 62 in 3.2 seconds, 0 to 99 mile an hour in 7.6 seconds, and 0 to 120 mile an hour in 11 seconds. So this had a slight advantage over the Porsche 959, which was its primary competitor at that time. So Richard Hammond from Top Gear and Jeremy Clarkson both refer to the F40 as the greatest supercar the world had ever seen. And Clarkson said that the F40 is one of the most beautiful cars ever made. So yep, real bit of history there, guys. And I think when they were released, they were $400,000, and they only made 1,315 of them. And the highest that's been paid for one of these is $1.6 million. So these cars have held their value. So the Ferrari model F40 is a mid-range, rear-wheel drive, two-door coupe sports car, and it's produced by Ferrari from 1987 to 1992, and it was a successor to the 288 GTO Ferrari. So yep, I mean, it's not something you see very, I've never seen one. I've never seen one on the roads. So yep, that's definitely a bit of history. Whoever's got them, you know, you can imagine they're just on show somewhere or in someone's private collection somewhere. But yep. So this version here, guys, is decaled out. It's a custom one-off kind of version. It's not done by Kyosho. It was someone who's done that privately, but it's not a bad job. It looks alright. And I've got the F40 in red, but without decals and without the wheels. I wanted the wheels. I loved the rear deep dish kind of wheel, and even though it just looks pretty nice with its actual wheels that came with it on instead of something else. So yep, so that's a nice little bit of history. And in this particular series, guys, we've got quite a few one-offs, custom cars, so check them out. And some of them are officially totally rare, and some are just you're never going to see them again. So yep, stay tuned, guys, and check out the next cars, guys. Get notified, get subscribed. You're going to miss out if you don't. Check out the other cars. Okay, guys, so here we've got the Honda Civic, and this obviously is an X-Mods body, guys. I've managed to get a chassis underneath it, but it's not a perfect fit, and with these shells, the back bit that sticks out is going to be an issue, so I've got to chop that down or find a way around it. More than likely chop it down, put some Velcro on it, and Velcro on the car as well. So yep, I really wanted the hatchback Civic, but I don't think they do it because I haven't noticed it. But yeah, got them as a bundle. They worked out to be quite cheap as a bundle, so yeah. Generally the X-Mods, what the hell? Generally the X-Mods shells, guys, I don't really like them. I mean, when you've got Mini Z body shells, that's like die cast. That's, you know, some of the best replicas you're gonna get that are actually functional, that are used on cars, are gonna be Mini Zs. So the X mods, they're okay, but they just seem like really blocky. Like you can add bits onto the actual shell, and I don't know if they're upgrades, but it makes the car look like it's something from like the Gundam series. It's like a robot. Just doesn't look as smooth as what it would look like in real life. And I think, you know, with Mini Zs, they've captured that. They've got that. You put a Mini Z in a scenic setting, right, and you put props around it that look to scale, you think it is a real car. The gloss paint, the metallic paintwork, the proportions, the ratio, just that look looks amazing. And I don't think X mods pulled it off as well, but I'm not sure if they came before Mini Zs, but I remember getting like this little booklet about X mods, and you know, they seemed like the rage at that time, but longevity wise, I don't think it's lasted. I don't think they're producing any more, but maybe Kyosho took the idea from them and developed it further. And yeah, a Mini Z's are going from strength to strength. I mean, I remember a few years ago it was advertised that they've sold 1 million, but like in America now, I mean, there are people that have been involved for a while, but I think during lockdown I've noticed that there's a lot more people from America that are uploading videos of Mini Z's that they've got and they're running in their house. And so yeah, you see, back in the day it'd be Skillex tricks, and that's what you'd have, and you and your kids would play on it. And I think, you know, you want more control, you want more flexibility, you want to, you know, drive it wherever you can in your house, and you can't beat that. You've got basically a 1/24 scale electric car that you can drive anywhere in your house. So, and make a little track and race, and it's quite a fun notion. So yeah, I think it's just going to take off even more. And you've noticed that Mini Zs have released more cars towards the American audience, like the Camaro, the Chevrolet that they released. And they did that specifically because they've noticed that there was a big spike in sales in America. So they kind of played to that audience. Anyhow, enough of me babbling on. Guys, get subscribed, get notified, because there's loads more to come. You're going to love it. Mossa 5734. Check you on the next vid.